Who is better, the New England Patriots or the Kansas City Chiefs? The GOAT or the Phenom? It's Mitch of the Bottom Line View here, and in this video, I will break down each roster, and by the end, determine who I believe is the more talented team. Before I get into it, let me know, who do you think is better, the Pats or the Chiefs? Also, Gronk spike the like button and subscribe for more NFL. Let's kick it off with the quarterback position, and I am so excited to watch this because I think we just saw the best Tom Brady we've seen this season. So I'm super excited for both of these quarterbacks to take the field. It's the MVP of last season, Tom Brady, versus the MVP of this season, Patrick Mahomes. Overall, I'm giving the edge to Patrick Mahomes, and the main reason why is because I think Patrick Mahomes right now is doing things that you can't really game plan against. When you're Bill Belichick and you're thinking of your defense, you can't really game plan for Patrick Mahomes running around, scrambling around, and throwing across his body across the field to Tyreek Hill for a big play. You just can't game plan for that. While Tom Brady, he's been really good in these playoffs so far, and we'll see what he has against Kansas City this week. He's very precise, he's very intelligent before the snap, and he certainly has the advantage there. But after the snap has taken place, Patrick Mahomes this season has shown to do some special things with that offense. So I'm going Patrick Mahomes at quarterback, and the Chiefs are up 1-0. At the running back position, the New England Patriots. Yes, Damian Williams has been great since taking over for Kareem Hunt, and everybody thought there was going to be a significant drop-off, but Damian Williams has proven that he is a really talented running back, whether that's in the running game itself or the passing game as a receiver. He's been really efficient in both areas of the game. Spencer Ware is back. He's healthy. He's not on the injury report, so that's nice for Kansas City fans, but I really don't see him playing a huge role. I think this is Damian Williams' backfield, and he's been too explosive to take off the field. But overall, if you're thinking about one team that can possibly run the ball and win the game, it's the Patriots. Sony Michel has been an animal lately, and he showed that against the LA Chargers. James White had 15 catches last week by himself and has 2 of the top 3 receiving games in NFL history in the playoffs. So from a running back position, that's incredible. And Rex Burkhead is a pretty good number 3 if something does happen to one of these guys, and he also carries the football a couple of times a game. Overall, it's the Patriots in all the different ways and all the different backs that can attack you. At wide receiver, I am going with the Kansas City Chiefs. This is probably one of the biggest advantages the Chiefs have in this game, is the passing game weapons. Tyreek Hill is explosive, more explosive than any player in the NFL, and I've gone at length about his skills. He is amazing, and he can take the football from anywhere and score. Sammy Watkins has been a huge upgrade. I think you saw that against the Colts. He can just make a couple plays a game, couple big plays. When Tyreek Hill is sort of being double-teamed or taken out on a certain play, Sammy Watkins can step in and make a big play for Patrick Mahomes, and that's what he gives this offense as a number 2 threat. Chris Conley's a pretty good number 3, and certainly not bad. Demarcus Robinson, he's okay. And you look at the Patriots wide receivers, a lot of it is just Julian Edelman. Julian Edelman making a ton of plays over the middle, taking hits, running after the catch. And Julian Edelman, as well as Tom Brady, looked the best they've looked in quite some time last week against the Chargers. Edelman is just a playoff machine. He is the best playoff receiver I have seen in my lifetime. Of course, I didn't get to see Jerry Rice in his prime, but Julian Edelman has the second most receptions in playoff history, and he's going to continue to play well against the Chiefs. Chris Hogan, he can come up with a couple big catches here and there, but overall hasn't been as efficient this year as he has the last 2 years. Philip Dorsett is an X factor. He's a good route runner. He has some speed. He can create separation in man-to-man coverage, so look out for him. And Cordell Patterson is a great player with the ball in his hands. I think the Patriots do have a couple of players here who can make some plays, but overall the Chiefs with Hill, with Watkins, just too dangerous. At tight end, the Kansas City Chiefs. Travis Kelce is the best tight end right now in the NFL, and that's because of what he can do as a route runner at the tight end position and as a glorified wide receiver. I mean, he is pretty much a wide receiver playing tight end. He's not a great blocker, but as a receiver, he is phenomenal. He is great after the catch. He can break tackles. He can make guys miss. He's super agile for a big-bodied guy. You also throw in Harris, who's not a bad number 2, and the Chiefs have a really good duo there. Looking at Rob Gronkowski, who used to be the best tight end in the NFL, he is more used in the running game for his power run blocking, which is the best in the game by quite a margin still. But Gronk just doesn't make those plays in the passing game the way he used to, the way that Kelsey does now, and that's the reason why I'm going with the Chiefs. Along the offensive line, I have to go with the Patriots despite playing on the road in this game. The Patriots' offensive line was ranked number 1 in pass blocking efficiency, and there's a reason for that. They're a very good group. Brown and Cannon have been great at tackle, specifically Marcus Cannon when he's been healthy. Joe Tooney, Andrews, and Mason have been powerful in the running game. Shaq Mason, the number 1 guard according to Pro Football Focus. And all 5 of these guys have great chemistry with each other and have never really been outplayed in most games this year. So the Patriots offensive line is going to have a tough task going on the road in Kansas City against their pass rush, but I really like their offensive line overall. Looking at the Chiefs offensive line, Mitchell Schwartz is an all-pro caliber player. They are getting the doctor back at right guard, so that's promising. And Eric Fisher was named to the Pro Bowl, even though I don't really think he deserved that, but overall, this is a pretty good group as well for Kansas City, which is slept on because of all the playmakers they have, but it is a good group. I'm just going to give the edge to the Patriots because they've been a little bit more consistent in both facets of the game. Defensive line, I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs, and most of this is to do with Chris Jones. Chris Jones is an animal. He's the second best pass rusher from this position in the NFL, behind Aaron Donald. And they have a couple other guys, Xavier Williams, Bailey. They can stop the run when they commit to it, like we saw against the Colts. They were able to do that and able to dominate, and it was impressive, this group of players, the way they dominated against the Colts offensive line last week. And if they can do that against the Patriots, then the Chiefs will probably win this game. The Patriots, they have a bunch of different guys that they use as interior defensive linemen, whether that's the big Danny Shelton against the run, Malcolm Brown, Lawrence Guy, who's the best of the group. They have a lot of different guys. Adam Butler comes in as a pass rusher. They're just not of the quality of Chris Jones, so that's why I'm going with the Chiefs. Along the edge, I am taking the Chiefs as well. Justin Houston, he looks like he's back in form and in time for the playoffs, making plays, stopping the run, setting the edge, and then going after the quarterback. Dee Ford has been amazing all year, and both of these guys almost had 10+ sacks. Ford did. Speaks, as well as their rotation guy when one of them has to take a snap off. He's not bad. He's a young player. He can make some plays. He actually had a strip fumble in the last game against the Patriots. The edge for the Patriots isn't as good in terms of quality. Like, Houston and Ford is the best combo in this game, arguably the best edge combo in the NFL right now, the way that they're able to produce pressure. But when looking at it for the Patriots, they have a long list of guys that have a lot of different roles. Trey Flowers is by far the best. He's a stud. He's overall a top 5 rated player by Pro Football Focus in both the running game and the passing game. And Trey Flowers is a player that can play inside, he can play outside along the edge, but he's mostly a defensive end. Dietrich Wise didn't play last week against the Chargers, but he'll be big for the Patriots this week in both the run and the pass game. He's a very long defensive end. You look at Adrian Claiborne, who's a pretty good pass rusher in certain situations. Simon was a nice mid-season acquisition, and Rivers is also a very athletic player. So they go like 5 or 6 deep along the position, where the Chiefs don't kind of rotate as many players in, but overall the quality for the Chiefs outdoes the quantity for the Patriots. At the linebacker position, I'm going with the Patriots. The Patriots linebackers, especially recently, have played very well. Dante Hightower looking more and more like himself recently. Just the way he can blitz up the middle and get after the quarterback, play the run. He's just a very powerful, big linebacker who also has some deceptive speed. Van Noy is overall probably their best linebacker. He can kind of drop in coverage, rush from the edge. He can do a lot of different things for this defense. And Landon Roberts is a run-stuffing backer, while Reggie Ragland and Anthony Hitchens have struggled all year long in both pass coverage and in run defense, so the edge goes to the Patriots. At the safety position, I understand Eric Berry is back, but the Patriots' safeties are very good. Devin McCourty is playing another fantastic season this year. You can't really say enough. again, the Patriots, for a reason, are the #1 team at giving up the least amount of big plays. And a lot of that is to do with Devin McCourty. He doesn't give up a lot down the field. Patrick Chung is kind of their do-it-all Swiss Army knife type of safety. And Duron Harmon is the big play guy. He makes a lot of interceptions when they need it the most. Eric Berry, he's phenomenal. He's arguably a Hall of Fame talent, but he has been injured. I don't really know how much he's going to play. He isn't on the injury report, so that's a positive, but still, you don't know how much you're going to get from him. Jordan Lucas, he hasn't had a great year this year. Sorensen, same thing. And Murray is a pretty good coverage guy, but I just like overall the trio of the Patriots over the 4 for the Chiefs. At corner, the New England Patriots, once again, the Patriots have a very good overall secondary, and a lot of what they can do on defense is thanks to their corner play. Stephon Gilmore is probably the best corner in the league. I've said it for a while now. He is just a guy that they expect to play on an island and play one-on-one and play man-to-man, and that's exactly what he does. He's phenomenal. J.C. Jackson has been a huge surprise for the Patriots this year as an undrafted rookie, and they've really gotten the most out of him. He's made a ton of plays, and he doesn't give up a lot of catches. Jason McCourty is arguably just as good as the best corner on the Chiefs, and he's their 3rd corner. So that says a lot to the depth on the Patriots at corner. And Jonathan Jones is a very speedy guy. He's mostly a special teamer, but he can play a lot of slot corner as well for the Patriots. When looking at the Chiefs, their corner play has improved with playing Ward over Scandrick. Like, I do think that they are better than they were in week 6 in this position, but still the Patriots are far better. Fuller has been inconsistent. Nelson, he takes a lot of penalties, but he's aggressive. And Ward, again, better than Scandrick, but not great. So overall, the Patriots' corner position is a lot more talented. Looking at the kicker position, I am going with the Chiefs here because Butker is in his home stadium. He knows what to expect. He knows the weather. And Gostkowski's on the road, so it's a little bit more difficult in this area here. But Butker has just been more consistent over the season. He's had a better season overall. Gostkowski, still a great kicker, but overall, Butker's been the more consistent guy. Special teams wise, I was going to take the Chiefs until I remembered that the Chiefs special teams did not play well last week. They had a punt blocked against the Colts last week, which I think the Patriots can take advantage of. And the Patriots special teams is playing really well recently. Specifically, they had a strip fumble last week against the Chargers. They've had a number of blocked punts, and their special teams coverage unit has really improved from the beginning of the year and in week 6 when they give up a big kick return in that game against the Chiefs. You also look at Patterson versus Hill. It's a very even matchup, 2 of the best returners I've ever seen, and that's going to be fun to watch. And at the head coaching position, I am also going with the Patriots. Bill Belichick is 2-0 versus Andy Reid in the playoffs, and he's Bill Belichick. He's the greatest coach of all time. I understand Andy Reid is fantastic, a great offensive coach, and probably the 2nd best coach of this era, but Bill Belichick is the best for a reason. So overall, when tallying it up, the Patriots get the 7-6 advantage in being the better, more talented team. The Chiefs are sexier. The Chiefs have the pass rushers, the wide receivers, the tight end, the quarterback. But overall, the Patriots have a little bit more depth. I think they're better along the offensive line. I think they're better in the secondary, and they're better at head coach and special teams, where I think that is the decisive advantage for the Patriots. It's very close. You could argue either way. Let me know in the comments section what you think. Is it the Patriots or is it the Chiefs? And who do you think is going to win this game? Thanks. It's Mitch at the Bottom Line View, and peace out.